drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and box. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through the bad image.
It's week 16 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He's making a push for 1,500 yards and whatever else he can get. It's the Seahawks and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Cousins looking to put it up right away.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Muscling free near the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
50 series, right through.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go, but you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. 78 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Cousins now. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Last 50.
Again, it's Cousins.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd and 5.
From the gun, here's Cousins.
That is caught. And he's going to have the Falcons first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Play action now. Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great...
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. On second down, McCaffrey. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. But the Virginia Beach offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Cousins throw taken in by London.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding offense.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by London.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ready.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The same outcome on 3 straight plays, all runs of 4 yards. The last one gets him a 1st down.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Drill 52. Ready.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Maybe that ball's 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a second down throw for Cousins. To the right side, incomplete to Washington. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Let's go.
They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Second and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Able to slither by. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be Falcon football.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now from the 50.
That full right side here going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
38.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Steal. Black. Cut.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime with 9.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Tyler Lockett now on the return.
This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
This is Fant on the short completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
97. Ready.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Slide Blue. Set.
Ritter to throw it.
Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready up. Drill 52. Ready?
Here's Walker. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shot 17. Set.
Walker once more. But he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Walker. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Set. Ready. Set.
They'll run for it with Charbonnet.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4 but got 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
And here's the Virginia Beach offense out and ready to go again. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Blue striker. Fury, yellow. Fight, white. Red, cycle. Ready?
Ritter off the play fake. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Red. Blaster, 6. Hut, hut.
Ritter. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter, and the entire fourth remaining, so stranger things have happened.
On the ready. 52 blaster.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is down to 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A good gain there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Cousins now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Cousins now. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll work down inside the 45. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ritter on 1st and 10.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
58 yards.
And the Seahawks use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
To throw, Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he comes back with one complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Black. Claws red. Black shot. 6. Mega. Set.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now Cousins. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw hauled in by Washington. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Parker Washington.
76 yards.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Cousins will try and throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
43 rail. Set.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
On the set.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
12, 10. Ready?
Again, it's Walker.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground now. On that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Set, cut.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set, cut.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cut.
A gear for Walker running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here we go.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Strike.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Ready?
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
10 cycles. Drill green.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Go. Slide through. Hut, hut.
Back to throw, Ritter. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. And now they'll shift things around. From the gun, it's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Ritter. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Ritter fires quickly out wide. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Walker. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side.
Holding. Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official as hard.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Christian McCaffrey. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because they're a